In a shocking development from the MMA world, a rift has reportedly opened up between UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev and welterweight champion Belal Muhammad, two men who were once seen as brothers in arms, sharing training camps, philosophies, and mutual respect. But according to insiders, that relationship may have crumbled beyond repair. On a recent episode of the Russian MMA podcast NASA TV, co-host Suleiman Najbetsky, a close friend of Makhachev, dropped a bombshell. He revealed that a behind-the-scenes altercation occurred between Islam and Belal that escalated into a heated confrontation. What was once considered a loyal friendship built on shared culture, values, and training has now become a tense, possibly permanent, split. It all began when Islam and his manager hinted at a potential champion vs champion fight following Islam's win over Renato Moicano. Fans were caught off guard, especially since Islam and Belal had been training partners and vocal supporters of each other in the past. But now, the gloves might be coming off, figuratively and literally. Najbetsky claimed that he had spoken directly to Khabib Nurmagomedov about the situation and that things have become intense behind closed doors. This isn't just some minor disagreement, he said. Islam and Khabib have completely turned their backs on Belal. This is massive. Not only does it shake up the chemistry within one of MMA's most tightly knit training camps, but it opens the door for a super fight that would have seemed unthinkable just months ago. Could we actually see Islam move up and challenge Belal for welterweight gold? The tension between ambition and brotherhood may have finally boiled over. Meanwhile, Belal hasn't been shy either. In recent interviews, he's gone off on Ilia Topuria, the UFC featherweight champion. Their verbal sparring has escalated over the past year, but Topuria's appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience reignited it. Ilia mocked Belal, calling him a boring fighter and a paper champ. Belal clapped back in a fiery rant on MMA Junkie. He's got little man syndrome, he said. He's not good at trash talking. He's just trying to play a character. Belal also mocked Topuria's dreams of becoming a three-division champion, calling him the Georgian Colby Covington. While a fight between the two is unlikely due to the weight difference, the beef is real, and it's not going anywhere. Belal says if Topuria keeps talking, he'll keep firing back. And just like that, Belal finds himself surrounded by drama on all sides, from verbal wars with Ilia to an emotional fallout with Islam. Elsewhere in the MMA world, Israel Adesanya appears to be closing in on his comeback, and rumors suggest that his next opponent could be none other than Sean Strickland. Tim Welsh, coach to Sean O'Malley and close to Izzy, recently revealed during a YouTube video that Adesanya is targeting a rematch with Strickland, the man who handed him one of the most shocking defeats in UFC history. According to Welsh, Izzy admitted he was burnt out and injured heading into UFC 293, where Strickland dominated him for 5 straight rounds. Despite no excuses at the time, Izzy seems hungry again. GSP reportedly gave him advice post-loss, telling him not to accept fights unless he was truly ready and hungry. Advice Adesanya is clearly taking to heart. With time off and a chance to reset, a rematch with Strickland could be exactly what the last stylebender needs to reclaim the throne and silence the critics. Speaking of comebacks and longevity, Joe Rogan gave an update on his own future with the UFC and fans can breathe easy. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Rogan revealed that his only condition for leaving the UFC is if Dana White steps down. It's not just sentiment, it's written into his contract. Rogan, who's been part of the UFC since the late 1990s, remains deeply loyal to Dana, the man who convinced him to join in the early days. That said, Rogan isn't blindly loyal to everything about the sport. During the UFC 314 broadcast, he criticized what he saw as blatant cheating, eye pokes, fence grabs, and called for stricter enforcement. Rogan wants automatic point deductions for fouls. No warnings. No second chances. He even floated the radical idea of removing the cage entirely, arguing that it allows fighters to manipulate the fight in unrealistic ways, from standing back up using the fence to pushing opponents against it for control. Whether fans agree or not, Rogan continues to push conversations forward in the world of MMA. So what's next? Will Islam and Belal go from brothers to rivals in a high-stakes champ vs champ clash? Will Adesanya return with vengeance in his heart and reclaim the middleweight crown from Sean Strickland? Will Ilia Topuria finally climb the ranks into lightweight territory? And if so, will he back up his trash talk? And of course, will Joe Rogan's wild ideas ever see the light of day inside the octagon? One thing's for sure, in a sport where anything can happen, the chaos just keeps coming.